In class today or tomorrow, I'm not sure which, we will be looking at how the muscles of your body, so your muscular system, and the bones of your body, so your skeletal system, work together. Now, the fact that most of your skeleton is attached to skeletal muscles to allow movement to happen causes scientists and doctors to commonly refer to those two systems almost as if they were a single system. And thus we get the term musculoskeletal system, because basically your bones don't move without muscles pulling on them, and your muscles don't have anything to attach to and hold up without bones. So they really need each other, and so musculoskeletal. All right, looking at those organs of the musculoskeletal system, of course you have bone, your skeleton, and this is living tissue that is made up of bone cells. So they are actually living cells, but they are surrounded by minerals. So there's a very hard casing around them. Okay, and that's where we get the hardness of our bones. All right, and these support and protect the body and the organs. So they give us our shape, they hold us up, our rib cage, our skull, all protect different organs. Then you have your skeletal muscles. Now, skeletal muscles are voluntary muscles. That means that we have to decide when to move them. Okay, our brain tells us when to move our arms, tells us when to move our legs. Okay, so voluntary muscles that are attached to bones, and they move the bones. Tendons are what actually attach the muscle to the bone. So the muscle itself doesn't actually attach to the bone. There's a piece of tissue that goes from the muscle to the bone. All right, and so when we contract our muscle, all right, what is happening here is this muscle contracting pulls on a tendon that's attached right here, and then this tendon is attached to the bones in our forearm. And so when we contract the muscle in our upper arm, it pulls our forearm up by pulling on those bones. But it's the tendon that attaches the muscle to the bone. A joint is the place where two bones meet, and most joints allow movement in some ways. Now, there are a few joints that don't allow movement, like you actually have joints where your skull plates meet. So right up here, you have a bone here and a bone here, and they meet in the middle. Okay, and of course that one doesn't move, or at least we hope it never moves. All right, but most of them allow movement, like your elbow, your shoulder, okay, your neck turning able to turn back and forth, things like that. That's a joint. All right, then we have a ligament, and a ligament is what connects bones to bones in the skeleton. So basically, ligaments are what hold your skeleton together. So while your muscles attach to your skeleton and move it, it's actually held together by the ligaments. All right, and then inside your bones, you have bone marrow. The marrow in your bones produces blood cells, both white blood cells, red blood cells, and platelets. So all the different cells that make up the blood that's flowing through your body is made inside your bone marrow. And you have cartilage. It's also part of your skeleton. Cartilage is flexible. Okay, it's a flexible material, makes up parts of the skeleton. To feel what cartilage feels like, a good place to do is to grab the top of your ear and rub it. Okay, you feel that it's harder than just like your earlobe. Your earlobe's just skin and really loose tissue kind of. Okay, but the top of your ear is made out of cartilage, so you can feel how it's tougher, and you can bend it and move it and see that it's flexible. But the really important part of cartilage is not to make your pretty ears or your pretty tip of your nose, but it pads the ends of your bones where they meet at movable joints. So at the end of your humerus here, you have cartilage up here to help pad the shoulder movement, and you have cartilage down here to help pad the elbow movement. So cartilage makes up parts of bones. All right, we're going to be looking at these things in class, so I hope you're here to see them. If not, go grab a raw chicken wing and check it all out.